Live from Memphis, Tennessee at the home of the Grizzlies, we're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia. And they pulled off a 3-point win in that one. Too close for comfort.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
Harkless is subbed in for Channing Frye. Magic leading by 7.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
And so in the game for the Magic, Oladipo and Harkless at the 2 and the 3. Andrew Nicholson out there with Harris, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Steve, a big moment here. We get a glimpse coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Baller. Well, Clark, here's a guy with quite the story. Didn't get picked on draft day. Couldn't find a team until this point in the season.
Well, Kevin, you know because of that he's going to be playing motivated. Often events like that will give a player an added edge, and I don't think there's anybody in the building more motivated than he is.
And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player, as that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Baller.
Well, it has to feel reassuring to him right now. Long journey for him to make it to the NBA, and now here he is on the board.
I think it'll be the first of what hopefully will be a lot of scoring in a very bright NBA career, Steve.
Here's Harris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Tayshaun Prince.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle, he shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Udrih drops in the layup for 2. Udrih has got his first basket of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here is Ed. He dishes it to Nicholson. Stolen by Randolph. 51 seconds left in the first. And Udrih kicks to Carter. Udrih dishes to Carter. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to Indiana.
And if you look at the offensive rebounding totals from that game, this team was at a severe disadvantage. And you can't expect to win the game when you're only getting 1 attempt every time down the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get some extra possessions, and clearly they were inferior in that area of the game. And you were right on top of it, Steve. For a little guy, that's pretty observant that rebounding would be a stat that you would be able to lock into. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Here's Harkless. No good on that last second attempt there. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Orlando out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Zach Randolph is checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Conley in for Udrich. The Grizzlies, grit and grind, known for being old school. Post you up and lock you down type of basketball team.
Yeah, and that front court rotation, boy, the envy of the league, in my opinion. It's a big part of what makes this team really go.
On the court for Orlando, Mo Harkless and Tobias Harris, the forwards. Ridnour out there with Baller, and it's Nicholson in at the center position. Here is Ed, defended by Allen. 7-foot shot. Head's shot is off.
But guys, for the Grizzlies, a new ownership group, and it seems maybe some tweaks to their identity. They've looked to spread the floor a bit more and pick up the tempo. But the results last season were pretty mixed.
Allen outside, 6 on the shot clock. Off target on the 15-footer.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Head. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And, you know, the Grizzlies last season, I thought they did pick up their pace slightly, but they were still a team at the bottom of the league in that regard in terms of fast break points and pace of play. It's really hard to get away from who you've been for so long. This is more of a half-court, grinded-out team.
That free throw missing. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
Ridnour passes to Harris. He feeds it to Head. He with the block. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
The Magic trail by 6. Ridnour kicks to Head. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Harris. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Goes back up, and Randolph with the lay-in. And now an 8-point Grizzly lead.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
5 seconds left here in the second. Harkless kicks to Nicholson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I liked the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
The Magic making.
Put it behind you now. Get ready to go.
The line with his percentage currently about 79.
You know,
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Grizzlies lead by 7.
Hey, guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. Also, we need to put up a better fight against their fast break. They got it going in the first half, and we didn't do very much to stop it. And listen, the only thing that's going to get it done for us at this point is if we attack the basket.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
check out the game.
Magic shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Tony Allen is out there with Tayshaun Prince. And it's Udrich. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Carter in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Allen dishes to Udrich. Memphis moving it around. The shot's good from Carter.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ridnour kicks to head. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Udrich. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.